God of War Collection 1 and 2. We have God of War 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2 as well, but we bought this. I can't remember exactly why we bought this. It might have just been really cheap, and with the updated graphics, we just couldn't resist it. But I really enjoyed playing through these. This is a good pickup. I'm sure it's not full price anymore, and it's worth a play, especially if you like God of War 3 or you are thinking about getting into God of War. If you have a PS3, pick this up. Excuse me. Speaking of God of War 3, God of War 3. I haven't actually played this, unfortunately. I played the demo and it was amazing. My dad played through it and he said it was incredible as well. He got this when I was off at school. When I came back, I was really into Modern Warfare 2, and I'm still into Modern Warfare 2. So that takes up a lot of my time on the PlayStation 3. And I'd rather play out here in the big TV, but if my dad's playing, he's always out here. So it's really difficult to get the time in to play this. But I'm looking forward to doing it at some point. Guitar Hero 5, I already talked about this. He actually bought this full price with Guitar Hero Van Halen somehow. Infamous. My dad really liked this game. He played it for hours on end. I think he started playing it when it was Christmas break, so I didn't actually see him finish it, but I'm pretty sure he did. And I tried playing it, I really just couldn't get into it. I'm more of an RPG fan, but I have to be in the mood to play RPGs. It's kind of weird. I like retro, side-scrolling games and RPGs. And once I'm in an RPG mood, I'm really into it. Action-adventure is okay, but it's not really my cup of tea all the time. It really depends on the game. Motorstorm. This was the first game we bought when we got our PS3. We got a 60 gig PS3, not on launch day, but near launch day. And after some debate, we finally settled on buying this game for our first game, and it was incredible. I mean, the graphics were unbelievable for the time, and they're still pretty good now. And it's a really good racing simulator. I really had a lot of fun with this. I've had history with racing games like Gran Turismo. I played almost all through my childhood, so I will dabble in racing games when they're presented to me, and this was a great one. I really like off-road racing. I thrived in the rally racing bit of Gran Turismo, so to see an entirely off-road with lots of different vehicles really piqued my interest. I really like this game. Little Big Planet, I already talked about it. This is the version that my dad actually bought full price. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Now, this game blew my mind. I didn't have the ability to sit down and finish this game. It was just so big. I mean, I've pretty much finished Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy XII, and I've put 100 plus hours in each of those. And I got to 50 hours, and I was like, I don't even know if I can see the end of this game. It was just such a big game, and I think my dad actually beat it. He put in 100 plus as well, so I definitely commend him for that. I couldn't quite do it, but I might have to go through it eventually and retry. Actually, I think the reason why I ended up not finishing it because I went to the Dark Brotherhood or something, and I mean, I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do any of the quests, and it was just like, I don't know, I really kind of screwed myself over, so I don't know what to do. If I play this again, I'll probably end up having to restart, but that's okay. I didn't realize my dad got this game. Prince of Persia, he bought this. Oh yeah, he bought this when I was away at school. He's like, I got a really good deal on it. And he played it, and I don't remember what he said about it, but I don't think he minded it. I haven't touched it, because I didn't even know that we had it. Rainbow Six Vegas 2. My dad bought this. He's in a over 40 clan, or over 30 clan, or something like that. Older school gamers. And they picked this up, and then my dad kind of got on the bandwagon and picked this up, and they played online. He still plays it from time to time, and it looks really good, but it's too tactical for me, honestly. I kind of have a very limited interest in playing through games. I'll play through a side-scrolling platformer, or I'll play through an RPG, but stuff like this, I don't know. It takes a lot for me to really sit down and get into. Resistance 2. I think my dad must have traded in Resistance 1 for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why we don't have it, but we got it on launch. Well, near launch. Resistance 2 was basically it's a Resistance sequel, obviously, but it's built on the Ratchet & Clank engine, and the graphics were really stunning, and they still are, but the gameplay just kind of felt lacking to me. It was good. It was very good, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't feel like Resistance 1 I played through and absolutely loved. and Resistance 2, I just couldn't get into it. It felt like, I think the problem is a lot of game studios are getting to the point where they're refining their games past the point where they really need to be refined, and that takes away from the gameplay experience. It's kind of the graphics versus gameplay, and I think they're losing gameplay, which is really unfortunate. AC/DC Live Rock Band Track Pack. My dad bought this pretty much launch, I think, and we have been playing it on our Rock Band 2. It's really cool. There's a lot of good songs in here. The only problem is for drums, it's kind of repetitive and boring. Guitar-wise, it's not too bad though. Definitely good pickup for fans of AC/DC or fans of Rock Band, but don't be expecting something like mind-blowingly difficult on drums, or even really that fun on drums, to be honest. It's really for the guitar and maybe for the vocals. Rock Band 2, the reason why we have 2 copies of this is, 1, we play over online while I was at school, and 2, I got a copy with my PS3 that I got for Christmas that I helped pay for, so we just have 2 copies of it. And the last game is Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. I think my dad traded in Uncharted 1 as well, which is kind of unfortunate because it was a really good game. This game was really, really good. I don't know if I played through it all the way, but I played through a lot of it, and I really liked it. Naughty Dog just does an amazing job with these games. The motion capture looks so fantastic in the game. The facial expressions are unbelievable. The graphics in the environments are just stunning. I mean, it's just an incredible, incredible game. And this is a perfect example of where you can refine it, but you don't over-refine it. All the graphical enhancements only add to the gameplay. They don't detract from it. This is an excellent game. If you own a PS3, you have to pick this up, honestly. So there's my and my dad's PS3 collection. Hopefully this didn't take too long, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and saw some games that you liked. I've got 2 packages coming in the mail, and I may be getting some other Craigslist deals soon. I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully I can get a package video up in the next couple days. If you guys have any questions about any of these games or any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in a couple days.